Hey, can I get a water?
They have double bubble. I don't know if that's what's actually in the container, buddy.
I don't know. Yeah, there's some left. I don't know how much it is, but
Probably one piece if we could. I don't know.
okay.
Whatever you want to charge.
So you said 2 Pepsis of water.
No, 2 waters, a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
You said double bubble, and then let's do some sunflower seeds. If you have them.
I don't think we have sunflower seeds.
I don't
Have
think we
any?
have sunflower
Okay, that's fine.
seeds.
That's fine.
Okay. So, $4.
They are taking them to the outfield. That's kind of scary. Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Snickers back there. Snickers or chocolate candy bars of any kind.
All their candy.
Yes, we have Snickers.
Okay, that'd be great. How about a Snickers and a water, please?
Okay, so it'd be
All right.
$2.50.
How about a green Gatorade instead?
A green
Green
Gatorade.
Gatorade, yeah, just need some candy.
Okay, you said Gatorade and the Snickers. And the,
$3.50.
yep. This one?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be back for more.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School for this afternoon's baseball contest between the Peoria Christian Chargers. They enter today at 15-5, and your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. They are 24-4. Before we get started, the ceremonial first pitch will take place. Throwing out today's ceremonial first pitch is Dwayne Hulett. Dwayne is a 1992 graduate of Bushnell-Prairie City. He was the radio voice of the Spartans in 10 different seasons on 104.7 WLND, starting out as a color commentator for football with Buzz Hoon, and then graduated to play-by-play with former BPC and Macomb High teacher Dave Taylor. He also coached the baseball team with Coach Arnold from 2014 to 2017. In February of 2020, he started TSSR Game Time Live and continues to expand with local sports streaming. I missed it. Did he throw a strike or not? And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for today. Introducing first the visiting Peoria Christian Chargers. Batting first, the pitcher, Gavin Walder, number 2. At first, Brock Taylor, number 8. The catcher is Braden Collins, number 27. In center, Sam Mintus, number 33. Josiah Neep is the shortstop, number 22. Lane Hunt is in left field, number 20. Peyton Flamingo is in right field. He's number 21. Andrew Gehrig is at third. He's number 13. Landon Hodder is the designated hitter. He's number 18. And Alex Schuttel, number 5, is the second baseman. Jason Miller is the head coach, assisted by John Post, John Taylor, and Paul Howder. And now the starting lineup for your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. Batting first in the center, number 7, Ezra Mason. At short, number 8, Ben Powell. The pitcher, number 16, Dalton Strode. At third, number 30, Carter Alleman. In left field, number 28, Dalton Huffman. The catcher, number 11, Lane Huffman. First base, number 25, Nate Kramer. At second, number 4, Elliot Mason. And in right field, number 6, Caden Palm. Dave Arnold is the head coach, assisted by Steve Martin, Chris Krosnick, and Brandon Wrench. The umpires today are Andy Coates and Phil Gerzenich. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise if you are able? Before today's national anthem, we would like to take a moment to remember one of our fallen heroes. Chuck Slater passed away this week after a sudden illness. Chuck meant a lot to many people in the community, including many of our cross-country athletes here at Bushnell-Prairie City. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask for a moment of silent reflection to remember our fallen friend Chuck Slater, and then the Bushnell-Prairie City High School Marching Band, directed by Mr. John Jones, will perform for you this afternoon's national anthem.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're here for some matinee baseball of the high school variety. Very special deal. They started doing this last year here at BPC. Last year, because of a scheduling snafu, the elementary kids weren't able to get here. But if you look out in the deep outfield along the fence, you'll see all the classes of the elementary school here today. Peoria Christian, the Chargers, are in the house to do battle with the BPC Spartans. The Spartans come into today's contest with a 24-4 record. The Chargers are 15-5. A couple good baseball teams coming your way now. I want to thank Jake Croxton for doing the initial announcing there as we're ready to go here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Once again, thanks for joining us. We do greatly appreciate it. We hope that you enjoy this broadcast. We haven't done a lot of stuff this spring. Actually, today is another one of those windy days. We probably would not be here if it wasn't for the fact we're able to be inside here today. It is windy, so we're able to stay out of the wind, so hopefully you won't get too much outside noise this afternoon. As we get ready to go here, Gavin Walder. Wearing number 2, he's the pitcher, starting pitcher for the Peoria Christian Chargers. He'll lead things off on the mound for the Spartans. As you heard the starting lineup announced, Dalton Strode taking the rubber, the senior who's going to go to Joliet Community College and pitch some baseball and play some baseball in high school. As Chris Dewar said last week, got one of the best natural curveballs he's seen in the area. Dalton, one of, if not the ace on the team for BPC.
Leading off for Peoria Christian, number 2, Gavin Walder.
Gavin Walder will start things off for the Chargers, as we said. First pitch coming here to this afternoon. There's Sam Huffman, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. Dalton and Lane both starting today. Walder steps to the plate. Dalton Strode's first offering coming your way right here. And pitch number 1 in for a strike for Dalton Strode. So it's 0-1. That one's into dirt. Evens the count at 1-1. I'll do a little work. We kind of forgot to get the scoreboard going. We'll work on that as we're moving along here. 1-1's the count. Strode, the pitcher. Walder, the batter for Peoria Christian. That one's a nice curveball. Is going to fall in, a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2's the count. Low and outside, trying to make Walder chase that one. It is 2-2 now. And a strikeout for Strode to start things off.
Next up, the first baseman, number 8, Brock Taylor.
Brock Taylor. Where's number 8? He is the first baseman coming to the plate now. Here comes the pitch. Drops it in, a strike, another curve. Start things off with an 0-1 count here on the first baseman for the Chargers. It's Brock Taylor.
What kind of chips did you want?
1-1. Ground ball, going to go to second base. It's picked up. Mason to Mason, or Mason to Kramer, excuse me. Nate Kramer,
Next
the first
up,
baseman.
Catcher, number 27,
Ezra
Brandon
Mason,
Collins.
the center fielder. Elliott Mason, the second baseman. Mason goes to Kramer, and that'll be out number 2. Number 27, Braden Collins, the catcher, up the plate now for the Chargers. Another curveball. Strode drops it in. He started all 3 batters with an 0-1 count. And a swing and a miss. It's dropped. Second strike. 0-2's the count. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And two Ks in the first inning for Dalton Strode. Top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And we'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. You heard Jake Croxton there in the background talking about some fun things. Going to have all kinds of fun stuff in between innings as we go throughout the afternoon. $10 Dairy Den gift certificate coming your way for the next one. Once again, we're going to work on the scoreboard and get that working for you. We apologize that that slipped my mind as I was getting other things ready today. Want to thank Coach Arnold and the Spartans for allowing me to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. I greatly appreciate that. Bubble gum flying out of the concession stand left and right here as it's baseball, sunflowers, and bubble gum, right? No sunflower seeds today, though, unfortunately. Bottom of the first inning coming your way. I think we might have the scoreboard set up. Let's see if I can get it to work here.
Leading off for the Spartans.
There it is.
Field,
Bottom
number
of the
7,
first.
Ezra Mason.
Ezra Mason going to lead things off for the Spartans. He plays center field. Where's number 7? So Ezra Mason going to have a first chance at Gavin Walder. Led off with a strikeout for the Chargers on the offensive side. See what he can do from the left side here. He's a ground ball by Mason to the first baseman. It's going to be unassisted put out to first base. That is Brock Taylor. And
next up,
batter number 1 goes
number
down
8,
on
Ben
one
Powell.
pitch. Ben Powell, a senior, going to play at Spoon River College. Wears number 8, plays shortstop for the Spartans today. Swing. Not sure if that was a foul ball or a pass ball, but it was a strike nonetheless. 0-1's the count. Spartans 24-4. This group of kids not afraid to swing the bats, and they are doing it here today as we're having a little internet issue, it would appear. Hopefully that rectifies itself. Once again, Ben Powell at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Walder.
2 away for the
Dalton
pitcher, number
Strode,
16,
pitcher
Dalton
facing
Strode.
pitcher now here as we get ready to go with Dalton Strode coming to the plate. Live chat's open. Hop in there. Let people know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see it. I know the kids like to see it as well. There's a strike. There are 2 outs. Ball low, 1-1. Dalton Strode wears number 16. One of the numerous Spartans players that are heading to a postseason or a after high school career. There's a ground ball through the gap between first and second. Dalton Strode is going to get the first hit of the game as he has a 2-out single for the Spartans. That'll bring the cleanup hitter, Carter Alleman.
Carter Alleman.
Carter Alleman, wears number 30, playing third base for the Spartans today. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1's the count. Probably don't expect to see Dalton go here, but I could be wrong. And Walder thought maybe he might. The lefty throws over to first base, trying to catch him sleeping over there. No such luck. Still 0-1 on Alleman. Dalton Huffman on deck. Curveball just outside. They called a ball. I really thought that was going to be called a strike, but no such luck for Walter. The foul ball, 1-2.
There you go. And the ketchup and barbecue and mustard is down at the end, okay? You're welcome.
In the dirt, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball's high and outside, full count, first one of the game. And a payoff pitch coming here. You'll see Dalton Strode leaving from first base on a full count. 2 outs, Strode on first. Alleman, the cleanup hitter, at the plate. In the dirt, low, ball 4, a walk for
Runners at first and second half of the left fielder, number 28, Dalton Huffman.
Dalton Huffman playing left field up next. Strode on second, Alleman on first after the walk. Walter struggling a little after getting the first 2 very quickly. There's a pitch, nice curveball, breaks in for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Can I have a hot dog and, did you order Mountain Dew? I'm Mountain Dew.
Outside on that. Good job getting the glove out in front of it for Collins to keep it from being a pass ball. It's a 1-1 count on Dalton Huffman. His first at bat of the game, the left fielder for the Spartans. That was a good pitch. In for a strike, 1-2. One runner in scoring position. That one's high, evens the count at 2-2. Once again, 2 runners on, first and second. And both runners advance. Second and third, full count. See if they don't walk him here, we'll see. That's outside, walks the bases full. After the steal.
The bases are full for the catcher, number 11, Lane Huffman.
Lane Huffman, the sophomore catcher for the Spartans today. Where's number 11? He's stepping to the plate with the bases juiced here for BPC in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs, 3 on, no score. 1 hit here for the Spartans. Lane Huffman steps up to the plate. Takes a swing and a miss. It was a strike. Good pitch, and it's 0-1 to the sophomore Lane Huffman. Outside, 1-1. Walter has been back and forth. Strike, ball, strike, ball, strike, ball. Problem is, late he throws 2 balls in a row, and it ends up being walked the last 2 batters. That one curves in. A late swing, fouls it to the fence for Huffman of the Lane variety. He'll take a 2-strike approach here, choke up on the bat probably a little bit, speed his bat speed up. Try to put one in play with the bases loaded. You see just a little bit of the knob now on the bottom of that bat. Swing and a miss, and Walter gets out of it. Lane Huffman can't put a ball in play, and the Spartans leave 3. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 3 left. And at the end of 1 complete inning of play, the Chargers and the Spartans are tied at 0. We'll do some half in-between inning fun here. I don't know what Jake Croxton's got planned. We'll do it now or maybe later. It is the second inning. 1 hit so far. That come off the bat of Dalton Strode. He set the Chargers down 3 down in the first inning. This game being brought to you today by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. And Raritan State Bank. Raritan State Bank's Bushnell branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center, an equal housing lender, and a member FDIC. And King Family Chiropractic. King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Support Bushnell-Prairie City athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals at both locations. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community.
Number 33, Sam Minton.
And offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish a new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them at Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. Pitch number 1, a strike. Sam Mintus at the plate for the Chargers. Where's number 33, center fielder for Peoria Christian? Foul ball in foul territory. Huffman comes back to it. That wind, folk, is nasty up there when it gets up in the air, and it was coming back at him. He couldn't get there. Kramer, Strode, and Huffman all circled it. Nobody could get it. It is a dropped foul ball. Makes it 0-2. Dalton Strode with an 0-2 lead on the count here. Mintus puts it in play, and it's going to be a fly out to center field. Ezra Mason's out there, and that's going to be out number 1.
Shortstop, number 22, Josiah Neep.
Josiah Neep coming to the plate now. He wears number 22, plays shortstop for the Chargers. Another curveball. This one's fouled off, out of play. Strike 1. 0-1's the count. There's 1 out. That one's into dirt. Good job getting over and blocking it by Lane Huffman. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Another curveball drops it in for a strike.
I love how you're just laying them there. Thank you. You're welcome.
Pork chops are $4, right?
Caught him looking on the outside corner, low and outside. They caught him. Called it a strike, a backwards K, and that'll bring Lane Hunt to the plate for the Chargers. 2 outs, nobody on.
Number 20, Lane
He wears number 20, plays left field for the Chargers. 5 up, 5 down thus far for the Chargers. Dalton Strode dealing from the mound for BPC, the senior. And that one's into dirt. First time he hasn't been ahead on a count to a batter, I do believe. And he's going to face a 1-0 count here as it's Lane Hunt at the plate for the Chargers. That's another curveball, high, 2-0. Strike on the outside corner that time brings it to 2-1. Yeah, swing and a miss. 2-2 is the count, all even at 2s here with 2 out. 2-2 on Lane Hunt. Dalton Strode trying to stay perfect so far. That's right down the middle of the plate. I think he was expecting a curveball, got a fastball, and his second straight K in a row looking. And it's 6 up, 6 down after 1.5 innings. The Spartans, as they have the bottom of the second inning coming up. Once again, Jake's going to be doing some in between innings festivities as we move along here throughout the day. We got Principal Butcher here. I got to get a microphone out for him real quick. He's going to talk to us for a few minutes in between innings. So we get ready to go here. Get ready to go here. It's going to be the bottom 3 in the order for BPC: Nate Kramer, Elliott Mason, and Caden Palm for the second inning.
First base, number 25, Nate Kramer.
Going to disconnect Jake here for a couple seconds and see what happens. As we get Mr. Butcher on the headset, you won't be able to hear me through your headset. Can you hear me okay? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, Mr. Butcher, this is a pretty fun deal for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, this is second annual. We're really hoping it'll catch on with other schools. We've told other schools we'd come play them if they wanted to do this.
Kramer hits it back to Walden for out number 1 on the first pitch. Yeah, this is a cool deal. It does take a little effort, though, doesn't it?
Number 4, Elliott Mason.
Elliott Mason coming to the plate. Wears number 4, plays the 4th position, second base. 1 out here. It does take a little consideration, though, doesn't it, to get this to work?
Yeah, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. We had one scheduled with softball this year. We had to cancel it. We're hoping to do that next year. We tried to do it in basketball. We're hoping to get that done this year. We'd like to do a doubleheader varsity girls and boys basketball at 1 o'clock.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. And then if we can ever get somebody to commit, we'd like to do a football game at 1 on a Friday.
There's a foul ball out of play. And a curveball drops in for a strike. 0-2, or 1-2 is the count. Yeah, you just have to find the right people that are willing to do this with you, right? I mean, it is not normal,
yeah, right
obviously.
Now it's not normal, so people are hesitant. And I know kids are missing school and missing school to travel, but doing something like this once a year or once a sport, I don't know, it's just good for the kids, good for the community.
Well, it builds camaraderie, right?
Absolutely.
At the school that you go to, whether you're going to somebody else's or Peoria Christian coming, it's good for the school to get these kids together like this.
These kids work hard.
Ground ball up the middle. Palm's going to get a base hit right by Walter, and he has to be thinking, man, what did I do to these guys? They're all – the last 2 hits have been right at him. And Ezra Mason, leadoff hitter, up. He went 3 unassisted on a ground ball to first base in his first at bat. He'll try to advance Caden Palm here, who is at first base. lefty on the mound, Mr. Butcher, not a whole lot of a chance to run unless you're really fast and think you can read him.
Yeah, the last time these guys faced a lefty, they struggled because they just don't see him very often. We have a lefty against a lefty right now. It's kind of interesting.
There's a ground ball in play. Trouble is going to be for the Chargers. Can Mason beat him there? He does. He's safe at first base. Good hustle by Ezra Mason. Gets him an infield single. I don't think you can argue that infield single there as he advances Caden Palm to second with 2 outs again. Kind of the same thing. 2-out rallies here for BPC. Last time they loaded the bases, we couldn't get a run in.
Correct.
So we'll see what Ben Powell can do here with runners on first and second. 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
I'd like to see one of these guys send one over the fence. This place would go crazy today.
Swing and a miss, and really the wind's blowing the right direction, right? It's kind of out of the south, southwest, or southeast, and
hopefully they're not all thinking about it too much and wanting it too badly.
Swing. It's going to be a base hit, I think. I don't think they're going to get there. They're not. It drops, spins around. 1 run's going to score. Ben Powell leads, stops at first, play at the plate. 2 runs are going to score as they bobbled the throw out at second base, and Ezra Mason and Coach Arnold being very frisky on the base paths gets 2 RBIs for Ben Powell. That's a single, and the Spartans lead 2-0. As I said, there are 2 outs. I need to update that. Runner on first. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher, Dalton Strode. He had the first hit of the game, started the rally in the first inning. That's a pitch outside for Walter. It's going to be 1-0 for Dalton Strode. You know, this deal, we've talked about a little bit, but I'm going to guess, and he got Ben Powell caught in between. That's the problem, right, with a left-handed pitcher. A little hot box going on, and Ben Powell's going to be tagged out at second base. Dalton Strode will lead off the next inning. So that's going to be the end of the second inning. But 2 runs on 2 hits. Correction, 2 runs on 3 hits, nobody left. And at the end of 2 complete, the score is 2-0 BPC. Sounds like we got frozen T-shirt contest going on now. They're going to try to break a T-shirt apart here and have them put it on. And Jake doesn't have them out there where anybody can see though. They're off to the side so nobody can see it. Those are our Florida Speed Week shirts, actually, that Jake called me and said, hey, do you have any shirts? I want to try this. And I said, how much water do I put in them? And he said, I don't know. And I said, well, I'm going to make them wet, and then I'll put some more ice on them later. And I opened them up, and I'm like, I don't think I needed any more ice. I think one of the kids got smart and just ran over and put them underneath the water fountain, but I'm not real sure.
Well, I can't say how much we appreciate your coverage.
We haven't done as much this spring, I can tell you that much, but it's been so windy.
Yep.
I mean, we can, in here, this is about the only place that we can get in out of the wind. I mean, we did one Macomb game, and it was supposed to be not windy. We got there, and it was blowing like 10 miles an hour, and it just whistles through the headsets.
Well, we're glad you're here today. Jake Croxton does a nice job, and I wanted to give a plug to a couple people. Mr. Arnold keeps this field looking spectacular.
Yes, he always has.
Wind damage to our fence, and we had corn husks 6 feet high, and our custodians, our district service workers, some of our parents, Mr. Mason.
Sam Huffman was one of them, right?
Huffmans were out here. There's 2 more sets of parents. I'm going to leave them out.
Was Doug Alleman out here? Was he one of them?
He might have been.
I'm trying to think. I saw the post, but I can't remember who it was.
Anyway, we owe them a big debt of gratitude because this place looks fantastic.
It does, and that's the thing. Coach Arnold takes as much pride in his baseball field as anybody in the state of Illinois. I mean, he always has. And when we put this new infield in, it was when I was coaching, and we did the concession stand for several years. And I said, and he wanted to do it. I'm like, let's just do it. So we pretty much did it all by ourselves. It was And it was all Coach Arnold pushing, wanting a nice infield, and he has treated it like it's baby ever since then. Number 7 hitter, Peyton Flamingo, the right fielder, wearing number 21 at the plate. Dalton Strode still on the rubber for the
that was a nice curveball.
Spartans.
Knee buckler.
Top of the 3rd inning. 1-1's a count. Oh, make it 0-2's a count. And that is a backwards K. And Andrew Gehrig, he plays third base. Where's number 13? Coming to the plate now. 7 up, 7 down for Dalton Strode. They do not have a hit yet.
It's Mr. Palm and Mr. Powell I was looking for have done a lot out here too. And some other parents. So.
Well, I said they hadn't had a hit. They might have got one right there, and it might be gone, and it is. Nope, foul ball. Foul ball.
Also, we got music trivia tonight for the baseball team.
Yes. Are you going to go up and do that?
Yep.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to come up or not.
We made a nice run at the 80s night. We'll see how we do at 90s.
We ought to be better at 90s.
You would think, but I don't know why, but 80s is easier for me.
Well, yeah. You remember more of the 80s.
Might be it.
College days were, there's another strike. College days were the 90s, so some of those are a little foggy for me. Even though I don't drink, it's still a little foggy. There's so many things going on when you're in college, isn't there?
All the time.
And
I know I was listening to music, but
there's a foul ball. Stays 0-2. And that's one of the things, it's that time of year, right? There's a whole lot of kids at BPC right now thinking about their first fall, summer, or whatever at college, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had Rocky, the mascot from WIU, come out today and take a picture with 5 of our kids that are going to Western next year. It's scholarship season. We got awards.
Ground ball to Alleman. Across the field it goes. A nice stretch by Kramer, and that's going to be out number 3. Didn't mean to cut you off. Out number 2, excuse me. 5-3 put out.
We got awards night coming up Monday. Junior high's at 5:30. High school's at 6:30, both in each of their respective gym.
Landon Hunter, the designated hitter, wears number 18. He's hitting for Alex Shadell, who is the second baseman. Swing and a miss. 0-1's the count. You getting called away?
No, but I'm going to go walk around for a little bit. I'll come back.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Mr. Butcher. Appreciate it. Mr. Butcher talking to us for a few minutes there. We'll plug Jake back into the PA here. There are 2 outs. Nobody on. Foul ball, I think. It is out of play. 2 strikes on the designated hitter, Landon Howarder. Way outside. Lane Huffman gets out there to stop it. Once again, top of the 3rd inning here. BPC leads 2-0. Swing, drop, 3rd strike. Huffman gets to it. He'll throw to first base. Kramer's there. He overthrows Kramer, and it's going to go into the outfield. A base runner on a swing strikeout.
Hunter advances to first. Next up, number 2, Gavin Walder.
So the leadoff hitter back on, first base runner of the game for the Chargers, reaches on a drop 3rd strike. Gavin Walder, the pitcher, back to the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. Dalton Strode still on the rubber. In the dirt, a pass ball. Might have been a wild pitch. That might have got in the dirt before it got to Huffman. Huffman went out to talk to Strode there. Runner in scoring position now for the Chargers. Leadoff hitter at the plate. Curveball, ground ball. Alleman gets to it, can't control it. Give that an infield single. Big run for Alleman. I don't think that's an error, but that's going to put runners on first and second.
Next up, first baseman, number 8, Brock Taylor.
Brock Taylor, the first baseman, grounded out to second base in his first at bat. Ball's in the dirt, blocked by Huffman, and runners will stay at first and second. There are 2 outs. Strode comes back with a strike, evens the ball count at 1-1. Foul ball on a swing on a pitch that was inside. It looked like maybe that was a hit and run. Kind of surprising to have a hit and run down by 2 there, but you do have one of your better hitters at the plate. Brings the count to 1-2. Chargers, as I said, 15-5 coming into today's game. Spartans 24-4. And a timeout's called as Strode taking a little longer to get the pitch there. Here's the pitch. Ground ball through the gap. 1 run's going to score, it does appear. Here might be a play at the plate. Throw to the plate. Huffman comes to get it, can't stop it. 1 run will score, and the pass ball is going to advance on a single. And Walter will go to third. A single and an extra base for Brock Taylor.
Third down for the catcher, 27, Braden
Landon
Collins.
Howder scores on the play. Still 2 outs. Runners at second and third. The number 3 hitter, Brandon Collins, at the plate. Curveball drops it in. That was nasty. Dalton Strode giving the big old looping curveball that time. Falls for a strike, and Collins is down 0-1. That's a fastball. Foul ball. Popped up. Out of play. Here's Dalton Strode still trying to deal here, taking tons of time on the rubber, forcing Collins to back out again. Swing and a miss. Strode gets out of it, but not before. 1 run on 3 hits.
Strode,
2
Alleman,
left
Huffman.
at the end of 2.5. Spartans lead the Chargers 2-1. It'll be Strode, Alleman, and Huffman stepping to the plate for the Spartans in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Game being brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. It also has a great trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking, they can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call 309-775-3333. I believe you can also stop in there and see Johnny now as well. McDonough District Hospital, athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Strode was at the plate in the last inning. Comes back up because Ben Powell got caught in a rundown after he got a little too big a lead, leaning the wrong direction. And Walter caught him at first base, threw behind him, and he couldn't get the hot box beat, so Dalton Strode is at the plate. Got a change in the lineup, it would appear, for the Chargers, I think. And the pitch to start inning, the bottom of the third inning, is outside, I believe. 1-0.
I think I only gave you 5.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
Don't want to take all your.
You gave me it was a 10 on the
Oh, yeah.
And a line drive is going to go. Oh, what a diving stop. Up the middle. Great coverage by the second baseman. That's Alex Shadell. And he gets the out as Dalton Strode gets one stolen away on a line out to second.
Next up, number 30, Carter Alleman.
Carter Alleman, the cleanup batter, at the plate now. He's 0 for 0 with a walk in his first plate appearance. Dalton Strode is 1 for 2 after lining out to second base.
Here's for chips my husband got.
Allman kind of chasing one there, and he's going to be down 1-2 on the count. Walter's pitch high, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball's low, outside, full count. Allman trying to get a base runner for the Spartans for the first time without being 2 outs already on the board. They've had base runners in every inning, 3 of them in fact, but that is always with 2 outs. A walk again for Alleman. He's 0 for 0 on the day, but his on-base percentage is 1,000. Stepping to the plate now is going to be number 28, Dalton Huffman. Huffman is the left fielder. Outside, trying to break the curveball in. It wouldn't break enough. Goes over the outside of the plate, and it's 1-0. 1-0 is the count on Dalton Huffman. He's 0 for 0 with a walk as well. That ball's inside, pass ball, and Alleman's going to advance to second base. There's 1 out. Runner on second for the Spartans. Dalton Huffman has one in scoring position now. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Huffman. Or excuse me, yeah, on Huffman. That one's outside.
So you have to give me 20 minus $5.50.
It's $14.50, bro. I got you.
2 and 2 is the count unofficially. Maybe 3 and 2. It was 3 and 2. And that's another walk. Back-to-back walks, just like in the first inning. And we have runners for the Spartans on first and second.
Next up, the catcher, number 11, Lane Huffman.
Lane Huffman struck out swinging in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 in the day. He comes up with runners on first and second now. He left the bases loaded in his first at bat. That ball's high, ball 1.
Thank you. Can I get gum? Thank you.
Swing and a miss. Huffman going for the fence. And the plate umpire going to talk to Coach Arnold. I think it's maybe coming to talk to the band and the horn blowing during play. They pointed this direction, and Coach Arnold asked somebody to come over here. I'm not sure if that's what they were talking about or not. We'll see if somebody heads this way.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
And Walter throws the second. Not a real fast throw, but just enough to keep the base runner Alleman honest at second base. That ball's low and outside. 2 and 1. Huffman puts that one down the line, foul down in left field. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big swing. He's had a couple big swings. That's the first one he really got a hold of. We'll see what he can do here. That ball's going to be outside in the dirt. Nobody moving. Everybody stays. It's a full count. 3 and 2 with 1 out now. 3 and 2. Runners on first and second. 1 down. Probably will not be going here. We'll see. Alleman, I don't think much of a base stealer. Gets a big lead. And again, Huffman reaches for what might have been ball 4, and he's going to strike out. Brings up out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Nate Kramer.
Down now for number 25,
He
Nate Kramer.
Grounded back to the pitcher and got put out at first base in his first at bat. One of 2 lefties in the lineup for the Spartans. To third it goes, and right to the bag for a 5 unassisted putout. So a 5U for Alleman as the third baseman, Andrew Keurig, got the ground ball hit right at him. He was able to control it, tag third base, and that brings the third inning to an end. We'll go to the top of the 4th with the Spartans leading 2-1. You can kind of hear the BPC band who is here tonight. We'll let you listen to that a little bit. That was the BPC High School Band. As we go to the top of the fourth inning
Leading
here.
off the top of the fourth, center field, number 33, Sam Mintus.
Mintus, the center fielder, flew out to center field in his last at bat. Dalton Strode, I can't really see the play. There's a looper into right field. It's going to fall in front of Paul, the right fielder.
Next up, the shortstop, number 22, Josiah Neeb.
So a single for Mintus. Josiah Neep, the shortstop. Where's number 22 coming to the plate now? There's so many people lined up at the concession stand right now, folks. I can't see. I cannot see the pitcher's mound hardly. As the throw goes to first base to keep Mintus close. Looks like the count's 1-1. Runner on first. There's a play to second, turn into double play. Oh, they're going to drop it, and they're going to call it on the transfer. He is out at second. He dropped it on the transfer. He is out at second. So not a hit for Neep.
Next up, left field, number 20, Lane Hunt.
Lane Hunt. You can see Coach coming over and not agreeing with it.
Is there any rosters?
No. The argument, as is normally the case, goes on deaf ears, and Mintus finds his way to the dugout. 1 out, runner on first for the Chargers. Hey, look at that guy. You want to come and do this with me? Swing and a foul tip into the glove. A strike at the plate. Lane Hunt. Where's number 20? Plays left field for the Chargers. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. A little windy. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2's the count. The concession stand's already out of Pepsi. I think they underestimated the number of kids that were going to be buying stuff today. The line has been constant. Here, there's a throw back to first base. Looking to get Kneep unsuspected, but no dice. He gets back safely. Big lead, a swing and a miss. A half-hearted swing at that, but he did swing. It's out number 2. Peyton Flamingo coming to the plate now. Peyton is the right fielder, wears number 21. Peyton 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking in his first at bat. Wind starting to pick up a little bit more here, folks. Thank goodness we are in the concession stand taking up their space, but thank goodness we're here. It would be a lot more windy outside. Swing and a miss.
Pinch hitter is number 12, Jace Moody.
Jace Moody hitting for Flamingo, excuse me. Yeah, number 12 got the numbers backwards. There's another curveball in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Third out of the inning. No runs, one hit, one left, and at the end of 3.5, the
Mason, Palm, and Mason are coming up at the bottom
Spartans
of the fourth. Bushnell-Prairie
lead
City.
2-1.
Stand behind Mr. Sargent. Mr. Sargent's in line. Stand behind him.
We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Looks like it's still going to be Walter on the mound for the Chargers. Strode has went the entire way so far for BPC. He's given up 4 hits, make that 3 hits. The only run is scored on a dropped third strike that reached and then ended up finding his way around after a couple base hits. For the Chargers, for BPC, they scored 2 runs with 2 outs on 3 straight singles in the second inning. They've had at least 2 base runners in every inning. They had 3 base runners with 2 outs in the first inning. Couldn't get a run across. They got base runners on in the second with 2 outs as well and played at 2, as I said. They did have a couple base runners in the third inning. Lane Huffman struck out, and then a hard line drive ground ball from Nate Kramer to third base. And it was Andrew Gehrig who picked it up at third base and tagged third for the force out to end the inning. Throw down there for
leading off
Braden
Bushnell-Prairie
Collins.
City, second base, number 4,
Looks like there's a
Elliot
different
Mason.
catcher in there as well. It's not number 27. Behind the plate, I don't think. On one's the count. One of the kids here in front of us in the lawn chair at the fence wasn't quite ready for that ball to hit him. He wasn't paying attention. A little bit of a jump there. 1-1's the count. That ball's outside. 2-1. Once again, live chat's open. Hop in there and let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see you. 3-1.
If you're a high school track athlete, go to the locker room and get your stuff and get ready for the bus.
Swing and a foul ball back to the fence. Elliot Mason at the plate. He flew out to third on a foul out to third base in his first at bat. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to go through for a base hit for Elliot Mason. He'll be on first base with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Next up, the right fielder, number 6, Caden Paul.
Caden Palm reached on a single and scored in the second inning. He got the second hit of the game. First of that, looking for a bunt. They called it a strike. Back to first, trying to catch Mason sleeping over there like they did Ben Powell. No dice that time as Powell gets back, Mason gets back to the bag. Walter to the mound. It's a strike on the outside corner. He is giving both pitchers the outside corner to the right-handed batter. It's in a wide strike zone to that side here today. It's been consistent. Batters have to react to it. That's a pitch up the middle, and it's going to go right side, a base hit for Caden Palm. He is 2 for 2 on the day. He's got a couple singles, and the Spartans have runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the 4th inning.
Runners at first and second now for the center fielder, number 7, Ezra Mason.
The center fielder, leadoff hitter Ezra Mason, batting from the left side. He's got a single and is 1 for 2. And a bunt coming here. Tries to get it down to third baseline. Comes straight back to the screen, though, unable to control it. 0-1's the count. And trying it again. That one comes way inside. He puts it down the line. That's going to be a base hit. A base hit bunt for Ezra Mason. That pitch was way inside. Great job of bunting for the senior from BPCs. He gets an infield bunt hit. And the bases are chock full for Ben Powell. He came up with a 2-run single in the 2nd inning. See if he can do it again here. As BPC has him chocked full with nobody out here in the 4th inning. Ben Powell is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. 2 RBIs. That ball's low outside. Good job of getting out there to stop it by the catcher for the Chargers. Bases clear full. Walter to deliver. 1-0. Make it 2-0 as that pitch was low. Crossing the plate. Powell now in control at the plate. Walter's got to give him a good pitch to hit here probably, but doesn't want to give it anything too good either. He's a tough spot with the bases loaded. A curveball drops in. Powell a little early, and it's fouled down to third base line. Out of play, and it'll be 2-1. Two and one's the count. Runners on first, second, and third. It's Mason of the Elliott variety on third, Palm on second, and Ezra Mason at first base. Ben Powell at the plate for the Spartans. That ball was inside, 3-1. Base hitter ball 4. You might have heard that through the years. It's going to be a run if you can get either one of those for BPC right now. It is 3-1. Walter struggling to find a plate a little bit here. And a swing and a miss brings it to full count for Ben Powell. Now a little bit of protection. Nobody out. Runners will probably stay home, not get caught in anything here, but they got to go if it's on the ground. Pitch, and gets him looking. He's given him that outside corner all game
Next
long.
Up, number 16,
Dalton Strode, the starting pitcher for the Spartans, stepping to the plate now. 1 out. Bases still full of Spartans. They had bases loaded with 2 outs in the first inning, couldn't play a run. They've got 3 chances at it, now down to 2 here in inning number 4. That ball's inside. It's a pass ball, but Mason can't go, couldn't read it quick enough, and it's going to be 1-0 on Dalton Strode. Pitcher versus pitcher again. Strode is 1 for 2. That's going to be up in the air. Shallow right field. It's trouble, though. It's blown away. It is caught. Tagging up is Elliott Mason. He's got to play at the plate. He's going to score. So a sac fly. Plates 1.
Next up, Carter Alleman, number 30.
Elliot Mason scores. The other two runners stay. And the Spartans lead 3-1. Bottom of the fourth inning. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Oh, nice curveball comes in for a strike. Such a good curveball that dropped to the dirt and got behind the catcher, but nothing doing for the Spartans on a base pass. So with 2 outs, they stay close to home. 3-1 is the score. Spartans with a lead. Walter's delivery. Put in play by Alleman. It's a slow roller. Picked up, throw. Good at first base. Gehrig again throwing to first. It's a 5-3 put out to end the inning, but the Spartans get that run back. And after 4 complete, they lead 3-1. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And welcome back. Here is Jacob Gehrig pitch hitting. Number 7, Jacob Gehrig, pitch hitting for Andrew Gehrig, I do believe. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Dalton Strode still on the rubber for the Spartans. End of the 5th inning we are. Top of the 5th at that. Forgot to update that. I apologize. And a base hit for the pinch hitter, Gehrig. And another new hitter. See what Jake has to say about that.
Next up, number 1, Jamison Fisher, pinch hitter.
Jamison Fisher, he's the catcher now, I do believe. Jamison Fisher hitting for the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. Nobody out, 5th inning. Runner on first. Swing and a miss. Runner's going. And he'll advance to second, uncontested. Huffman wanted to throw. Strode didn't get down. And afraid he's going to take his head off, so he never threw it. So we have a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning for Peoria Christian. Good. One and 2 is the count. Put it into play. Going to be a slow roller. That's going to be a tough play for Powell. He throws it, and he's safe. An infield hit for Fisher. Runner advances to third.
Runners at the corners for Gavin Walder.
Nobody out. The starting pitcher, Gavin Walder, at the plate. Leadoff hitter, he's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He was stranded in the third inning at third base. Back to first as they hold Fisher, looking for a double steal maybe here. Didn't see what Huffman called for the double steal. High, throwing down, cut off, and they were looking for the double steal. They did not get it, so the runner advances to second base. Runners on the second and third. Nobody out here in the fifth inning. Trying to bunt. One and one. Once again, Walter at the plate. It's Fisher and Gehrig on the rubber, or on the bases. Dalton Strode still on the plate, or on the mound. Struggling a little bit here. Here we go. Dalton Strode to deliver. Comes back with a fastball right down the middle of the plate. 1 and 2. Trying to get the first out of the inning here with runners on second and third. Two of them in scoring position here. Tying runs in scoring position, in fact. Spartans lead 3-1. And he gets him looking. He's given that outside corner all game long. Walter should, if anybody, should know that. He's used that outside corner numerous times. Brock Taylor, the first baseman, coming to the plate now. And a bunt down the first base line is going to go foul.
No, 3, I'm sorry. It's 3. I'm sorry, it's 3. Huh?
0-1's the count on the foul bunt attempt down the first base line. And it's coming again. Chases another one high. And they might get him at not going to do it. Call him safe. The throw was to the right of the bag. If it had been to the left, he probably would have been out. As it was Fisher getting a little overzealous on the base paths. Nearly got caught, but probably going to look for a full swing here out of Brock Taylor, who's tried a couple bunts. First one was foul, missed the second one. And that's way outside. Huffman, a good job of getting in front and blocking it on the wild pitch. And it's 1 and 2. Tries to bunt again. It's a bunt. He's out. That's a bunt. That's strike 3. He's out. He bunted.
There we go.
Can you, Sonia, am I in your way?
Next up, number 27, Braden Collins.
2 strikeouts after a couple base runners. Braden Collins, who was the catcher, is no longer the catcher. I don't know where he moved to, but he's up to the plate. Where's number 27? Swing and a miss, a high curve ball. Had Collins chasing it. Two runners in scoring positions. One more out to get to keep anybody from scoring. Swing and a miss again as Collins going after it hard on the high stuff. And Strode gets him 0-2. Collins chokes up a little bit. 2-strike approach here. And he puts it in play, but nope, it's going to be foul down the third base line. Braden Collins. Still 0-2. Huffman comes out to talk to Strode for a split second after the foul ball. High brings the count to 1-2. And another swing and another miss. Huffman drops another swinging third strike, but that time he gets him out. And that's going to end the inning. So the bases, second and third,
Huffman
with
and
nobody
Kramer
out,
coming up for the bottom of the
and
fifth.
the Chargers can't take advantage as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Spartans still lead 3-1, and a huge opportunity for Peoria Christian. Lost there as, again, they had runners on second and third. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. The end of 4.5. It's 3-1. Spartans lead the Chargers. First 3 batters for the Spartans in the bottom of the fifth inning. Dalton Huffman, the left fielder. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks today. Lane Huffman. Lane Huffman will be up second. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And then Nate Kramer is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher and ended the third inning with a ground ball to third base. Still Walter out on the mound for the Chargers.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Bushnell-Prairie City, left field, number 28, Dalton Huffman.
Been several subs and pitching hitters and changing of positions for the Chargers. BPC has stayed solid in their order. Huffman goes down and reaches for one. It's shallow right field. It might be trouble, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Sometimes, even on a high pop-up in this wind, you can find no man's land, and that's what Huffman did there. Lane Huffman, who's taken some huge swings today, but got a good foul down the third base line. Other than that, he has not found the baseball too much. He's got 2 strikeouts. And he takes that one 0-1's the count. And he goes, gets called for a swinging strike on a wild pitch. Huffman advances, of the Dalton variety, advances to second base. It's 2 strikes. What are we doing here? One and one? Oh, so they said he didn't swing then. Coach Arnold, I take it, appealed the swing? So it's 1-1. That's going to be another strike on the outside corner. 1-2. That one's high. Dalton Huffman's at second base. Lane Huffman at the plate. 2-2 is the count. Giving him the outside corner. Backwards K for Lane Huffman. Nate Kramer
Next up,
coming to the
first
plate now.
baseman, number 25, Nate
With
Kramer.
one out. And taking one for the team there. As he gets hit by a pitch. Runners on first and second. And that might result in a pitching change.
Runners
We'll
at
see
first
here.
and second, one down for number 4, Elliot Mason.
Now they're going to see if he actually got hit, I think. Yeah, a little more conversation. Quite a few conversations with umpires here today. And again, Peoria Christian coaching staff loses the argument. So Kramer will be on first base after the hit by pitch. One down, two on for Elliot Mason. And Fisher, who dropped down to block that pitch, comes up hobbling. Not sure if the ball got to him or if he hurt his hip as he dove across there. It's going to be 0-1, and the outside strike on the right-handed batters has been here all day. I think if I was a pitcher, right-handed or left-handed, I'd be throwing at that corner all day long. It's been consistently out there, probably about 2 to 3 inches off the plate. But it's been consistent. As Fisher steps back behind the plate. Walter's delivery. Mason swing and a miss. 0-2. Both these pitchers have to be getting close to their max pitch count here, I would imagine. They both faced nearly the same number of batters. I'm surprised that wasn't a strike, in all honesty. That was on the outside, right about where he's been calling some of those strikes. It's 1-2, and neither team has adjusted offensively to the outside strike. He's lined up out there again. This time, Fisher drops the ball, but nobody can advance. A little high and outside. And that might be pitch count right there, as we said. So pitching change coming here. Walter is going to leave the mound. Looks like somebody coming in from the bullpen. See who changes here, if we can catch it from Jake. Walter's either going to right or second. I'm not real sure which. And I believe that's Collins coming in to pitch.
Pitching change for Peoria Christian. Now on the mound, number 27, Braden Collins.
There's Braden Collins on the mound for the Chargers. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back. Here is Braden Collins taking his last pitch or two for warm-ups. Spartans have runners on first and second with one out. Elliot Mason's at the plate for the Spartans. 2-2 is the count on Mason. Braden Collins, a new pitcher. He was originally catching. He went to the field. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, trying to put Mason at 1-3. Mason flew out on a fouled out to first base, and then had a single and scored in the last inning. He started to rally as a leadoff hitter in inning number 4. We're in the bottom of the 5th. That ball's high. Going to throw back. Kramer gets back as nobody was really covering. He threw to where he was at, not to the bag, which was good for the Chargers, but not very effective. Collins, full count. Foul ball, high, out of play. And it got a member of the band right as she was trying to get out of the way. So it's full count now. That one's popped up in play. Walter's out there in right field now. He'll catch it. Nobody moves. Two outs, 2 on.
Next up, right field, number 6, Caden Palm.
Caden Palm up, the right fielder for BPC. Collins looking at Huffman rather intently. Palm steps out and takes a ball. You might have just heard her say, yes, I'm fine. I think you got her right in the noggin, though. That ball's inside, 2-0. There's a strike. And counts even at 2-2 after the foul ball. Don't forget, if you're into 90s music, there's 90s music trivia for the baseball team tonight up at the VFW in Bushnell. Collins' delivery. High and outside, full count. 2 outs. Runners will be going here. Two on, 2 out. Palm at the plate. Foul ball. So, Palm extends the at-bat. One more pitch. Braden Collins, the new pitcher, came in for Walter, who could not find his way through the 5th inning. Another foul ball to the fence. Right now it is a 6-pitch, make that 7-pitch at bat. This will be pitch number 8 coming to Palm here. Low. And called strike. That'll end the inning. Palm thought it was a...
Top of the 6th, Mintus, Neath, and Hunt coming up for the Chargers.
Palm thought it was a walk. And it'll bring the top of the 6th to the field. 3-1 BPC with the lead here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, an afternoon matinee game. Dalton Strode goes back to the mound. He's gave up 5 hits, 1 run. 1 run on 5 hits. Spartans have 3 runs. Seven hits, 3 runs, 7 hits for the Spartans. As we start the top of the 6th inning.
Leading off the 6th, center field, number 33, Sam Mintus.
Sam Mintus starts things off for the Chargers. He is the center fielder. Mintus is 1 for 3. He's going to hit one past Powell there. He'll lead off the inning with a single.
Next up, number 22, Josiah Neep.
Josiah Neep coming to the plate now. Runner on first is Mintus. Nobody out here, top of the 6th inning. Chargers trail the Spartans by 2. Strode worked out of a 2nd and 3rd, nobody out situation in the last inning. That's a ball. It's 1-0. There's that hanging curveball, and that time it's driven up the middle for another base hit. Waited on it, drove it right up the middle past Strode. Runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out now.
Runners at 1st and 2nd for number 11, pitch hitter Quinn Cox.
Quinn Cox, number 11, the pitch hitter now for the Chargers. They've played quite a few people. It's a 3rd position or pitching change maybe coming for BPC now. See what Coach Arnold does here as he brings his team, at least the infield, all to the mound. One of the things we don't do is keep pitch count, so Coach Arnold having a little conversation. Strode's going to stay in. The concession stand's been busy. You can hear him counting the money beside me. Getting rid of all the ones. Kids have enjoyed the concession stand today. And Strode to deliver now. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. First 4.5 or 5 innings went rather quickly. It's been a little slower here going in the last inning and a half. That ball's outside, 2-0. That ball's inside. Pass ball. The runners advance to second and third. It's 3-0. Runners on second and third, nobody out again. They had this situation in inning number 5. Spartans were able to get out of it. Strode battles back with a strike. It's 3-1. Pop foul out of play. Full count. Strode trying to battle all the way back here and get the first out of the inning. Pinch hitter, I don't have the subs. I apologize. That's going to be off the end of the bat. It's going to come home. Tag is safe. Strode didn't get it out of his glove in time. Huffman was there. Runner's going to score.
Next up, number 12, Jace Moody.
Runners on the corners now with nobody out. Guess they'll give him a single. I don't know if that's really a single or not. We'll give him one. Jace Moody in to hit now. Deep left field. Foul ball. Gave it a ride. There's been a couple of them giving pretty good rides down the left field line, but it just went foul for Peoria Christian. They've cut the lead to 1. They have runners on the corners. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Dalton Strode still pitching for the Spartans. That's a ground ball right through the gap that Powell left to cover the bag, and it'll advance the runner to third. 1 run will score. We're tied and still runners on the corner with nobody out.
Next up, number 7, Jacob Gehrig.
Jacob Gehrig now. Jacob Gehrig at the plate. Another pinch hitter. His second at bat. Popped foul out of play. That is the only problem about having all the youngsters here. They have to pay attention or they could get plucked pretty easily. Strode. That's going to be a base hit down the line. It'll probably score 2. Palm over to get it. Oh, they're going to hold him at third. 1 run will score and a double.
Next up, number 1, Jamison Fisher.
Coach Arnold coming in. Looks like Huffman's going to come in to pitch for the Spartans. Strode's going to be done. He'll be in line for the loss now. He's got 2 runners in scoring position, still nobody out. 4 straight singles and a double. Have scored 3 here in the top of the 6th. And Dalton Huffman going to try to stop the bleeding for the Spartans. As we have 2 complete innings to go. Older brother pitching to younger brother here for the Huffman clan. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a minute or 2.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition.
And welcome back. Fisher steps to the plate. Through the wickets on a wild pitch for Huffman's first pitch, and another run will score. Runners advance. Four runs now here in the top of the 6th for the Chargers. They lead 5-3. Swing and a miss for Fisher. Gehring is 2 for 2. He's at third base now. Two and two's the count. Puts it in play. Mason. Kramer gets over and digs it out of the dirt and gets the out. But the sacrifice will advance a runner and score another run.
Next up, number 2, Gavin Walder.
That's the first out of the inning. Nobody on now. 1 out. There's a strike. 1-1. Strikeouts for Dalton Huffman. Walder goes down swinging. He's 1 for 3. Brock Taylor.
2 away for number 8, Brock Taylor.
He is 1 for 3 with a single in the 3rd inning. And a swing and a miss. Strike one. 2 outs, nobody on. But the damage has been done. 5 runs scored here so far. There's a ball put in play. Mason's there, a big hop, but he's right in front of it. And Kramer can't get the throw. And it's going to be an error. I don't know if that's on the first baseman or the second baseman, but it's an error nonetheless.
Runner at first, 2 away for number 27, Braden Collins.
Probably an E4 on a throwing error. It was Kramer tried to stretch and get there and couldn't get there. I'll see maybe later, but it puts a runner on first base with 2 outs. Braden Collins at the plate now. He's now the pitcher. He's going to be the pitcher of record for the Chargers at this point, since they scored the runs after he took the mound. Another swing. 0-2. It's again 2 outs. As they have now batted around. This is batter number 9 of the inning. It's a foul ball out of play left side. Looks like the umpire's out of baseballs. Oh, 0-2 is the count. 3 pitches thus far. And a swing and a miss on another high pitch. That'll end the inning. Oddly enough, that's the 4th time Braden Collins has ended the inning. He's 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. At the end of 5.5, it's 6-3. Peoria Christian with the lead now. The Spartans come to the plate in the 6th inning with the top of the order. Ezra Mason, Ben Powell, and Dalton Strode set to lead the Spartans, trying to get them back in the ball game here. They trail 6-3. While we're changing innings, mentioned Jake did at the beginning of the game, Chuck Slater lost his life after a short illness earlier this year. I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to the Borders family. Larry Borders, who was a longtime Boy Scout leader, a great guy, lost his battle with cancer this morning. So my thoughts are out with Jeff and Dee and the rest of the Borders family on the loss of Jeff Borders, or on the loss of Larry Borders this morning. So we want you guys to know we're thinking of you on this very tough day today. And we're just about ready to go here. As Collins is on the rubber. Fisher gets his equipment back on. And we'll be ready to go. Once again, it's the top of the order for the Spartans. Mason is 2 for 3. Scored a run and has 2 singles. Ben Powell up second. He's 1 for 3, has a couple RBIs and a single. Dalton Strode is 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice and 1 RBI. He also lined out to second base on a great diving stop by the starting second baseman, Alex Shadell. Collins should be his last pitch. This one will go down, and we'll be ready to go with Mason stepping to the plate from the left side. Once again, live chat's open. If you have an account, hop into live chat. Let us know who you're cheering for and where you're watching from.
City, number 7, Ezra Mason.
Ezra Mason at the plate. As I said, he's 2 for 3. Grounded out to third base or first base unassisted in his first at bat. Has 2 singles since. 1 in the second inning and 1 in the fourth. That's 1-0. Mason reaches out for that one, pops it up left field. No, they're going to be shortstop. Didn't get out that far. Stayed in. And a pop out to 6 is out number 1.
Next up, number 8, Ben Powell.
Ben Powell, as I said, 1 for 3, a couple strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. Does have 2 RBIs on his 1 single. Collins, pitcher record now for the Chargers. High and inside, ball 1. That one's high as well. 2-0's the count to Ben Powell. Spartans need base runners at this point. Doesn't matter how they get there. They trail by 3. They led by 1 or by 2 going into the top of the 6th. That one's inside. 3-0. They led 3-1. 5 runs on 6 straight hits. Make that 5 straight hits. There's a strike by Collins. He brings the count to 3-1. Ball's outside, a walk. So there's 1 out and 1 on for BPC.
Runner at first, 1 down for number 16, Dalton Strode.
Dalton Strode, who's in line to take the loss. All 5 of those runs belonged to him in the last inning. He gave up 5 straight hits before Dalton Huffman, came in. Collins, first pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Collins a little more struggle taking care of the baseball here.
Where are you at, Janet?
1-0 is the count. We'll be at BPC tomorrow morning as the Spartans have senior day for the softball girls.
All high school students to go back to the high school building, get your stuff, and then gather in the gym. Do not leave until the bell rings at 2:58. Junior high students, please stay still for a minute.
Here, Mr. Butcher telling the high school and junior high kids what to do. So this is getting about end of day time. High again, 3-0. Once again, BPC needs base runners. They trail by 3, 6-3. Powell is on first after a walk. 8 pitches, 7 have been balls. That one's going to come in as a strike. As Strode faked the bunt, but he's really taken all the way. And it is 3-1. So 8 pitches. That 9 pitches. Gave him a strike there. Even brings the count to full on Dalton Strode. Strode again, 1 for 2. Got the first hit of the game for either team in the first inning. With 2 outs. See if he can keep the little bit of a start of a rally going here and make it a rally. That ball's inside. He'll take the walk.
At this time, all junior high students, please return to your building.
Runners at first and second for number 30, Carter Alleman.
Carter Alleman, the cleanup hitter, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He did score a run in the third inning. After reaching on a walk, he grounded out to third base in the fourth inning. Looks like another pitching change coming here. Looks like number 11.
Pitching change for Peoria Christian. Now on the mound, number 11, Quinn Cox.
Quinn Cox, the pitcher. We'll take a break and we'll be back in just about a minute.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back as we're about ready to go. Carter Alleman stepping to the plate. New pitcher is Quinn Cox. 1 out. Ezra Mason popped out to short in the first at bat of the inning. It's been 2 walks since then. Cox coming in to try to stop the bleeding. Ball's high and inside, ball 1. Swing, foul tipped into the glove, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Low, 2-1. High to the fence, and the runners are going to advance. Takes away the force opportunities for the Chargers. And brings the count to 3-1. If Alleman can get on, winning run will be at the plate. Or the go-ahead run, I should say, will be at the plate. Right now, the tying run is at the plate with Alleman. Foul ball straight back. Evens the count, or brings the count to full, 3-2. Another foul ball. And we're going to have to wait for some baseballs here. Here, Coach Arnold possibly back there saying go to the gator and get another ball or two. And we're back at action here. Full count still. And he battles all the way back and gets the strikeout.
Next up, number 28, Dalton Huffman.
2 outs, Dalton Huffman at the plate. Runners on second and third, 2 down. BPC had runners bases full with 2 outs in the first inning. Didn't score a run. Cox has found his zone now as he finds a strike low and outside. 0-1. Inside, 1-1. Huffman didn't lean into it, but he sure didn't dive out of the way of it either. He's called that pitch all day long. It's 1-2. High and inside, 2-2. Foul tip into the glove and caught for a strikeout. 2 left on at the end of 6 complete. The Spartans trail the Chargers 6-3. We'll take a break.
We go to the 7th. Mintus, Neat, and Cox are up for Peoria Christian.
Top of the 7th inning coming your way. 3 outs apiece remain unless we end up finding the tie. This game being brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition. Mailed directly to your home every Tuesday and Friday. You can also receive the free editions by email or download them from their website, I believe now. Single copies of the Community News can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, and Macomb. Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. Just east of the North Elementary School, open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4. For all of your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. I know they've got 4 or 5 plots of sweet corn planted in different, so they'll be able to extend that through several weeks this late summer. Grover Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Peoria Christian, center
Sam
field, 33,
Mintus.
Sam Mintus.
The center fielder. He is 2 for 3, excuse me. A couple singles. He led the last inning off with a single. Ball 1. Here comes the second pitch. Deep left center field. It's going to drop if it doesn't go over the fence. One hops it to the fence. Mentis rounding second, looking for third. He's going to come in. They wanted him to hold up. He didn't do it. He's going to go in, and he's out at third, excuse me. And the Peoria Christian coach is again less than impressed with the call.
Next up, number 22, Josiah Neep.
So he gets a double, but he's thrown out at third base. So Josiah Neep is 1 for 3. Reached on a single and a fielder's choice. He scored a run in the last inning. First pitch was a strike. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Huffman's pitch, low and outside. 1-2 is the count. And they call that low outside pitch again, and it's a strikeout looking for Neep.
Two away for
This
number
is the
11, Quinn Cox.
current pitcher, Quinn Cox. He replaced Lane Hunt in the last inning and singled. He's 1 for 1 in the day. Inside, but a swing. It was high and inside. Cox couldn't lay off of it. And it's 0-1. Pop up, left field. And the out to end the inning.
Huffman, Kramer, and Mason coming up.
Powell out there to
City,
catch the ball
line
after
three in the bottom of the
he
zone.
went to left field when Huffman came in. And it's going to be the final 3 outs of the game for the Spartans if they can't score at least 3 runs to tie the game. It'll be Lane Huffman, Nate Kramer, and Elliot Mason coming to the plate if everything stays the same for BPC. Cox back to the mound for the Chargers to try to get the save here. Collins is the pitcher of record, I do believe. Tying run was at the plate when Cox came in. He may be able to get a 5-out save if my memory serves me correct. That would be where we're at here. So here we go. Lane Huffman 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts currently. Quinn Cox on the mound trying to get the final 3 outs of the game for the Chargers. The Spartans and the Chargers. Huffman swings. Huffman, if he, after this at bat, the two teams will have had the same number of batters. Puts that one in play, does Huffman. It's popped up, short center field, coming in, making the catch for out number 1.
One away for number 25, Nate Kramer.
Nate Kramer coming to the plate now, 1 out. So we're in the bottom of the 7th here. Forgot to change that. There's 1 out. Inside, same spot he's called it all day, but it's a left-handed hitter this time. It's a strike, 0-1. Kramer goes after that one. Elliot Mason takes evasive action to keep from eating one in the chops. That one's outside. 1 and 2's the count. High and outside at that. And Kramer goes down swinging. Spartans down to their final out. Elliot Mason got to try to make some 2-out rally here for BPC. Swing and a miss. 0-1's the count. One and 1. I want to thank Coach Arnold and the Spartans baseball team for letting me throw out the first pitch. I coached with Coach Arnold. There's a ball put in play. It's going to drop for a single. And Elliot Mason gets his second hit. 2 outs
Runner at first, 2 down for number 6,
for Caden Palm. Let me throw out the first pitch today. I coached with Coach Arnold for 4 seasons. Last year it was the Spartans, and the first 3 years it was BWP. Had a lot of fun. Great honor getting to do that today, so thank you to him. On the outside corner, a strike. 0-1's a count. Puts it in play to second base. A little trouble. Palm might be able to beat it out. He cannot. That's going to end it. 4-3 put out. Brings this one to a close. Spartans drop it 6-3 here at BPC High School. Braden Collins gets the win.
Once again, we'd like to thank everybody
Strode
for coming out this afternoon. A reminder, tonight at the VFW at 7 o'clock, it is 90s Trivia Night. All proceeds benefit the baseball team.
Strode gets the loss. Don't forget 90s Trivia tonight. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us today. I think we'll probably call that a wrap on this afternoon's festivities. So for Tegan Perry, who's up on the camera, for Jake Croxton, who helped with a little bit of the announcing here in-house and in doing the start of the game for us as well, we greatly appreciate you watching us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll see you tomorrow from VFW Park here in Bushnell as the softball girls have their senior day. We'll be out there broadcasting that. Until then, have a great evening. And don't forget, 90s Trivia, music trivia tonight at the VFW, supporting Bushnell-Prairie City Baseball. See you soon.